Ron, looks like, these are your words, a wild hillbilly. And his wardrobe consists of farmer's jeans and Mork suspenders. Both Lisa and Kitty say they're embarrassed to be seen in public with Ron. And Ron's feeling is, what the heck, I dress the way I want. And if they don't like it, they don't have to go out with me. Yeah, this is the kind of thing you hear some husbands saying. Lisa, how bad is it? Describe his appearance.
Well, farmer jeans and old T-shirts, and it's really embarrassing. He doesn't have it now, but he'll tuck his T-shirt into his underwear. And the sides, you can see the sides through on the sides of his pants, you see his underwear band. And
that's always charming, that little blue band.
Oh yeah, it's really attractive. And if he does wear shorts, usually they're farmer jeans cut off. And he'll wear gray hunting socks pulled up to the knees and work boots. He's really good-looking guy. And,
he's had the same hairstyle since 1969.
I've never seen him without that hairstyle he has. He'll wear a clip once in a while.
The only difference between now and 1969 is he used to tie a ponytail with a shred of a rag, and now he uses a hair clip. So that's...
We're getting there, right?
Yeah, we're getting there. This is an example, like Lisa's favorite is his Mork suspenders, as she calls them, that he bought at a thrift store, and they're held together with safety pins. He wears these with this shirt that's torn and fallen apart. And then when he wears his
wears this stuff.
This is his other pair of farmer jeans.
He really wears this stuff.
That's the T-shirt he wears with these.
I don't think there's a thrift shop in the country that would take those.
No, they've already been there.
The really thing that made you, I think, contact us is what happened with the neighbors. That's very serious, isn't it?
Yes, our neighbors are selling their home. And
not because of him.
No, I don't think so. But the woman next door asked me that when they are showing their house, would I please ask my husband to stay indoors until the prospective buyers are gone. We went to dinner one time, and when he was going into the restroom, someone was coming out and said, "Boy, I'm glad to see you. The toilet stopped up." They thought he was maintenance.
But he was there to take everyone out.
He was there for dinner, yeah.
Now, this is a very nice man. We have checked him out. He took in a neighbor's fatherless child on his own, right? So that he wouldn't head down a bad road.
Right.
This is a man who's done something wonderful for other people. Let's hear from him and let's see what he looks like, okay? Come on out, Ron. Well, do we see what they mean, right? We kind of get the picture. You've heard has no sense of style at all. Everybody has a sense of style. I mean, even he has a sense of style, no?
Look at that style.
Tell me.
He don't have no sense of style at all. He has,
Let me correct your English. He doesn't have any sense of style. That's because you're 12. When you're 13, I wouldn't do this. Tell me about Dad.
He's... Put it this way, he's stuck in the 70s, needs help back into the 90s. He wears skin-tight clothes. His sneakers are all out of style.
What does he look like?
He has black hair, glasses, a beard that's gray, needs colored. And
he's a very hip 12-year-old, my goodness.
And he needs, it's just all messed up. He needs just a...
But if you had to describe him in one word, would you say sexy, attractive, nerdy? What would you say?
Nerdy.
That didn't take you very long, did it? No. Is he a good dad?
Yes, he is. He's always been there for me. He's ever since I was born. And my mom, they've got a divorce, and my mom walked out, and he worked from 1 o'clock in the afternoon till like 12 midnight, and he always has time to spend with me.
Let's see what Dad looks like and see what I can do for you.
Okay.
All right. This is Raymond. Raymond, come on. Hi, Raymond.
Hi, Sally.
Did you know that when he goes into stores that he disappears?
Well, the outfits that I wear are for my big evenings at McDonald's, so the store, whatever, you know, that's important.
That's your social life, right?
Yes.
Well, we're going to send Ron and Raymond backstage where we have the Gestapo waiting to take care of them.
All right.
And we're going to see what we can do. Can't wait to see the transformation. We'll be right back. Looked exactly the same way as he did when he was 5 years old, and you're 34. So that means Dad has looked the same way for 27 years. Like what?
Well, basically, he wears Levi's, cowboy boots, and a dress shirt, button up. And if he's like really going to be styling and going out, then he'll wear black boots, black jeans, and a black shirt.
He thinks he's Johnny
and a
Cash.
silver. Oh yeah, yeah, and a silver belt buckle, great big silver belt buckle.
Can you tell me about him?
He's like the most incredible man I've ever known in my life. If I could just meet a man like that, then I'd have it made. But I don't think they make them like him anymore.
Let me explain. I think she's kind of shy about this. Her husband died about 3.5 years ago of cancer, and her dad pulled her through it. And she didn't think she could survive the tragedy of losing her husband. But in order to take care of her, her father quit his job that he had had for 23 years, gave up their life for her, and
They sold their house.
Sold their house,
Moved-
did
they moved
everything,
2 hours.
completely changed their life, and went to live with you and to take care of
2 hours
you.
away.
I
My
understand.
dad.
Just gave up his life. This is a dad who's there for her kids at school on Father's Day because there isn't a father. This is a father who never complains. And the
Teaches them
amazing
everything.
thing is he's never thrown it in her face, never said, I had to sell my house and give up my job. So that's a pretty wonderful man. You wrote us a beautiful letter about him. So why don't you read a part of it for us?
If I could have picked my dad, it would have been him. Dad is the center of our family. He and my mom are still in love after 36 years. And anyone can see it. They made a home full of love and understanding. When I have bad times in my life, no matter how big or how small, he is there. Never putting me down, even when I'm wrong. Only saying, you're my girl, and whatever you do, I'm here for you. My kids lost their real dad, but they have Pawpaw. He is Pawpaw, daddy, and friend. When I see my kids walking hand in hand with him, I know everything will be all right in their lives because I've held that same hand for 34 years, and I know that we are all safe in my Father's love.
Now, because he's
A slob. Dirty jeans, dirty socks, holy socks. Dirty t-shirts, yellow armpits. Dirty suspenders, dirty hat, dusty. Real dusty.
Listen to
Slob.
something about this man. He has had 8 children and 27 grandchildren. And he pays attention to everybody else, and he's been through the family through all those hard times.
Yes.
When you got married, though, he wouldn't get dressed up.
Disappointed me.
What happened? You wanted
No
him
tuxedo. I wanted to see him in a suit so bad.
and he
a
wouldn't do
tux.
it. What did he wear?
Leisure. I can't even say leisure. Leisure pants, a regular old, just a plain old shirt, his dusty suspenders, his hat, and his glasses that I don't like.
Now, tell me about your brother.
He's been missing for 2 years, and
Tell
it's
me,
been...
what do you mean missing?
Well, he was at my dad's home last, and my dad was in New Jersey visiting my relatives, and he came home and found a letter.
What'd the letter say?
Dad, I've tried to be a son, and I've tried to be a big brother for, you know, the family. I can't do that. I can't be that son or that brother. I always love you, and he named all of us. He said he'd never see us again, never.
Why? Why?
We have no idea, and I miss him. They call him my twin,
What's his name?
Gregory
Gregory what?
Coates.
maybe we can try to help you find him if somebody is watching. Where was he seen last?
In Geneva, Ohio.
Okay. What would you say to him?
Greg, please come home.
Has Dad been depressed?
Very depressed. Very. He talks about it all the time. He even said he'd hope he'd see him on TV today.
That's why he came here.
Yes.
So sometimes we try to help people like this out. And Greg, if you can, this is your father, and that's the only reason. We never would have gotten him here any other way, right?
Right.
Okay, let's hear from Grandpa George. How many grandchildren?
27.
27. Okay there, George. George, why did you not wear a tuxedo to your daughter's wedding?
Didn't have one. Wasn't going to buy one.
Could you have rented one?
Oh, I suppose. Suppose I could have did that. I just didn't feel like it was necessary at the time. I didn't know she didn't love me because I didn't wear a tuxedo. Oh. I know she loved me. They all love me. But
your roofer?
No, he actually he works for in a credit department.
Oh, okay. And in your opinion, that means he's a nerd?
No, at his job they don't have to dress up, so he feels there's no need to impress anybody because nobody else is impressing anyone else. But he lacks in a typical daily wear for some people is maybe a nice pair of Dockers and a button down or even possibly a tie. Well, my dad wears paisley shirts with jeans, and then he puts on a cowboy buckle because my mom never used to let him wear one. So now he thinks it's wonderful. And it's not something I would like to see him in.
Jennifer is adopted, and her mother passed away 2 years ago. And what she wants Dad to do, Dad has gone downhill since his wife passed on.
Yeah.
She wants him to look good and get back in the dating scene. Now, something difficult happened to Dad. He lost his job, right?
Yes. Well, my mom was like the breadwinner in the family, and I know that wasn't easy for him. But my mom was also sick, and it was a bunch of things all at once. And I can't really tell you. I think he was losing, knowing that his wife, was gradually slipping away. I think his job was slipping away at the same time. And I think he wanted to be there for my mom, so the job was the last thing on his mind. And he gradually reduced his hours to be with my mom. And by the time my mom passed away, the day she passed away, he quit his job. So he was away from, a workplace for a while, and now he's 57, going to be 58, and the job market is just not there for someone of that age.
It's really hard.
Yeah, it's very hard. And
so he's taken this much lesser job, which
but he wants to work, and he's doing it, but it's not easy.
A makeover might... might bring back his self-confidence so that he would turn around and go out and get the kind of job, especially if he looked a little younger, right?
Yeah, I think it would help.
So let's see what we can do for him. Let's hear from Jennifer's dad, John. John? John, your daughter's been describing your appearance. Do you like to dress this way?
Well, with no place to go, being by myself, I don't see the need to dress up.
Where are you from, John? Where are you living now?
I was born and raised in Cleveland all my life.
Cleveland, and you were a banker?
I was a banker for 20-some years, right.
Would you like to go back and be a banker?
I love it.
Would
I
you?
love to.
Somebody in Cleveland's got to be watching us now and want this man to be a banker in their bank. If anybody's watching from Cleveland and needs a good man.
He'd give him the shirt off their back.
Because her husband, you're very young. How old is your husband?
31.
Okay. He's the father of 2 young children. What's wrong with him?
Sally, let me tell you. Okay?
Okay.
Look at these pants that he wore. Notice the hole in the back here? He don't wear underwear. Okay? He wore these he's at my daughter's birthday party with all the little girls running around my house.
Okay. Is he a good husband?
He's an excellent husband. He's
Is
a
he?
good provider. He's a good father. He
Except
just needs to a little
You don't
uplift.
like the way he eats.
Oh, that's another story and show altogether.
What's he do?
Oh, Sally, let me tell you, whatever he eats is all in his lap, or he uses his shirt to wipe his mouth as a napkin. Oh, yeah. Whatever he eats, you'll know, because it's on his clothes somewhere.
Let's see Bill. Bill, come on up. Okay. Do you like the way you dress or the way you look?
I love it.
You do?
Yeah.
He says he'll never go out of style, because...
No, he won't.
Right,
He's not in it,
right.
so he won't go out of it. I know that you don't dress because you want to give your family the luxuries, right?
Without a doubt.
Okay. But looking sloppy, it's not a great thing, you know?
I got a problem, Sal. I'm a babe magnet.
What?
What happens is I keep myself messy to keep all these beautiful women away so my marriage will last forever. That's how much I love my wife.
I'm going to send John and Bill backstage. Super duper Father's Day makeovers. And by the way, we're going to have a contest. I got to tell you, Chubby is one of the most... Chubby has been with us before. He's one of the most patient human beings you have ever met. Chubby dances a part to music with a beat. He is now appearing in the Broadway hit musical Grease. And by the way, Chubby is a dad. So happy Father's Day to Chubby. We also have Marty Lyons, former New York Jet football player. Speaking of dads who do good things, Marty is the chairman of the Marty Lyons Foundation for Children who are terminally ill. And he even has a job. He's an investment executive and the father of 2 boys and a girl, 3. And last but certainly not least in my book is my husband, Carl Soderlin, an excellent father and a proud new grandpa to 5-month-old Maximilian. Carl's also a father and employed in marine pump business. Not close to show business. You guys have to watch very carefully and take note